So that you got that last shot there, kind of dodged a bullet to get that last shot. Was it basically you just drew up, you wanted to go flat and let John Carter see if he can make a shot, or were you trying to run something?
I wish I was going to call timeout, but when they started pressing up a little bit and I seen who was on JC, I just said flat. Like I told him and I told the radio before, we did this Greene County last year for him to take the last shot and he didn't take it. Greenwood this year for him to take the last shot, he didn't take it. We worked on the same shot, like I guess we shot like 50 of those this morning. So this afternoon more. And he played the whole game. Him and Jerry played the whole game, didn't come out. But the biggest thing was as a senior, and I've been preaching to him all year, like as a senior, you got to step up and be able to, these are the moments that you live for. So you fail at certain things to succeed when it really counts. And that was probably the biggest shot of his career so far.
What were you thinking as whenever he called flat? Because I'm guessing in that moment there's about 6 or 7 seconds left, and you just knew, okay, this is my shot.
Honestly, I was just, hey, it's tied. We're either going to win or go to overtime. So you just got to have the confidence. And my teammates having confidence in me also helped a lot. So them being there, just knowing to hit it really helped.
Yeah. Jarek, it seemed like your biggest impact on the game was on the defensive end.
Yes, sir.
Is that something you guys had talked about before the game? Because it looked like that was kind of the strategy.
Well, yeah, when we saw how we played them the first 3 times, you learn some things. I watched a lot of film, and when we saw that we could help off, and he's been he's the really only guy that really blocks shots for us, and being as athletic as he is, him being able to come over and help when somebody's already engaged helps us a lot. You know what I mean? So him getting those blocks and also defensive rebounding helps a lot. Hopefully next game we can hold on to the ball a little bit more, and that would help us a lot.
Right, seeing a team that many times, what did you really learn about Warren East playing 3 times previously?
Well, them being in our district, and then we play them JV and we play them freshmen, we get to learn a lot about each other. What cans and cannots, things that we've seen, what they can do good, what they can't do good. And for me, just seeing little tendencies of what they do, the type of moves, seeing them that much, because they usually go back to, personally as an individual, players are going to do certain things that they're extremely comfortable with. They usually don't get out of character when it comes to that, you know what I mean? So I took more time. I had a week. We didn't play on Thursday or Friday like normal. After we played Cumberland County on Tuesday, we had a full almost 7 days to prepare. So I started as soon as our game was over with against Cumberland County, just the tendencies of, we told them what they would do, how they would do it, more detailed scout as opposed to just saying, hey, we got 2 days. I got to get the boys ready. We got a rest day or some light and then go right into it. So I had more time to sit down and break down. We're going to send them this way. You're going to be in help period. This is what they're going to do here. There was a little bit more detailed and able to break it down.
I think the first 3 meetings, well, Barber kind of hurt you in the first meeting, but Prince had been a real problem, especially keeping him out of the lane. What did you do differently in this game in order to try to at least corral him? Because I think he scored 20 the other 3 games.
Yeah, I mean, he was gonna have to beat us from the outside. I wasn't gonna let, and even some of the passes and things that we still miscued on a few backdoor layups when we didn't run over. And then I saw some film where he had trouble with Greenwood, and they ran a 3-2 zone kind of and backed it up on him. So that was a little bit different. But the other thing was when we went man, and JoJo did a great job when he got the game on him, just staying in front of him. Just stay in front, make moves, and then we'll look to help off of that. The other times we kind of got to the side of him, and he's a really good player. So he was able to get to where he wanted to get on the spot, and then he would shoot, and he'd miss and get his rebound, or he'd make the first one, and then cause everybody to come towards him. We just made sure that we had somebody in front of him at all times, make him beat us with a 3.
Speaking of Josiah and the defense, but also offensively, he came through for you tonight.
Yeah, he sure did. We had been talking to him about, just staying in the moment. And it's just our kids understanding, like I've talked to you before previously about, like, turning the page in Glasgow High School, as far as our basketball program is concerned. We got certain rules and regulations that, they probably don't like all the time, you know what I mean? But I'm tough for a reason. So I put it on them, and I also believe in them. Every shot whether people think it's the right shot or the wrong shot, if they took it, I believe they can make it. That's the only reason they're taking it. So
Kind of.
him getting downhill and him getting to the hole, like that's what he does. That's what he's capable of doing.
Kind of piggybacking off that question, JoJo, you did have a big performance tonight. Talk about your game and what you saw on the defensive side of the ball that allowed you to step up tonight.
I would just say being quick off the dribble. Like, I mean, I think I'm one of the faster kids on the team, like on the court at all times. So being able to like just get that first step and get past them, I think that really helped tonight. And being able to finish tonight. I usually don't finish as good as I did tonight, but I showed up tonight.
Now you guys are all here too, sitting at this podium. Honestly, anybody surprised that you're here tonight?
No.
Not really.
We were probably more surprised that our season has gone the way that it's gone. It's not a surprise that we've played some really, really good teams, and we've played some really, really good games. We played some games that quarters, if I could put the whole one quarter together, and it lasts for the whole, it would be amazing. It's just we have lapses in judgment, lapses, and then we'll get down on themselves. So getting them up and competing and playing every game, it means a lot that it turned around now. I don't care about the season. We're gonna have tough schedule. We're gonna play the best that we can possibly play, so you can get prepared for stuff like this. And all the hard work and all the failures and all the lost games come down to this particular point where you have to win one game, and that's the the beauty of basketball and the end of the season tournament. You can send somebody packing, you can send them home, and that's almost I couldn't have scripted it any better. That's exactly how I would. If I could script it and say this is what I want with this kid with the ball in his hands, busting a three right in front of the guy's face, and a walk off like that, that's exactly what I would want.
JC, have you ever had a walk-off like that before?
No, nothing like that. That was definitely the biggest shot I've ever had. But when I let it go, I knew it was going in. So I still haven't processed it yet. I probably will when I wake up tomorrow.
Yeah, because we got practice, though.